And of course I did that, didn't I? Hold on. Can I go back to my screen? There we go. That's enough. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Oh, and I've got to turn that on as well, haven't I? Saturday morning. Must be Saturday morning. Hello, guys. Here we are. Excuse me.
Too many buttons.
Guess what? I didn't set that up, did I? The camera settings. Logitech. Yes, I'm running a bit late today. Logitech camera. Logitech camera settings. There we go. Bring that up. Come on. There it is. And we'll select the right camera and we'll go to that one there. And we'll just give it a bit of a zoom. There we go. Better. Okay, here we go. Shafty, g'day buddy. 07s to you. We're going to fly today. 322 is looking pretty good. I'm going to give some salvage a run. Marky Mark, how are you? Yeah, Marky Mark's back in the country, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he is. I saw the posts. Have you had a few drinkies with him yet? No?
No.
No.
I haven't seen him.
Slackers.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
Wife comes first.
Wife comes first, yes. And of course, David's there. He's asking about, are we going to get rid of the Saturday morning? No, the Saturday morning's live stream until we get nobody watching. We'll continue to run. That's it. It's our panel. It's our time when we can discuss what's going on here. Got a couple of articles I was going to reference, but again, I keep on reiterating, we're not a news channel. If you want to watch the news, you've got to wake up an hour earlier and watch Tim Newton. He's the guy that does the news, and he does his live stream Saturday morning between 9 and 10. So this should be just back to back, live to 10, 9 to 10 with Tim Newton, and then we can recap some of the more important stuff with Wazza and Todd and whoever else joins us. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think I say anything important.
Oh, I think we do.
It's like the Laurel and Hardy duo. There's got to be a fall guy somewhere.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. G'day, Todd. He says, first day back. I'm always booked out. First day back. I thought I've been seeing posts for the last 2 days on Facebook. So you've been here at least 2 days.
I think you got here yesterday.
Yesterday, maybe this was the way. Yeah.
I can be corrected.
I lose track of those little ticks every so often. You know how it goes. You just see these posts on your Facebook wall of
I didn't get a drive-by shout when he drove past my house in the Moo Barn. So
really. Slacker. Thursday night. He arrived Thursday night, so that must have been it. So I saw him having dinner with his wife on Thursday night on his post, and then a couple more photos yesterday. All good. We got what else we got? I was speaking to Susie last night. After that was the last few frames of the video I shot. She's got a Christmas party out there on the 23rd, Soy 7 Taknung. 7/1 that is. She's got a Christmas party going on there. She said, are you coming? I'm going, well, unfortunately, I'm already booked. We've got Jerry's party, which is two more stops down the line. So that's going to be a bit of a, how do you do that one? Oh, you've got to try to keep everybody happy. Oh, my God. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we'll stop in for one drink and then continue on to Jerry's place or something like that. I don't know. Depending on if I can rouse Sonia out of the salon, Anyway, Raklama, good morning. How are you? How is everybody? That's the first question. Be a bit better an update on what we're doing, but what is everybody else doing? Give them 30 seconds to reply.
Yeah.
Yes. It's interesting, the ingest for when we're doing it with the Streamlabs is like a 30-second delay, but I noticed when I was doing it on the phone app, it was only a 5-second delay.
Yeah, there was less delay, but that's weird.
It is, It's not, again, because if I'm streaming to Twitch, I'm only going to 5-second delay. So what is going on there? Why is there such a delay when you're using Streamlabs, but Streamlabs is not really delaying it? It's just the way the ingest. It's that YouTube, wanted to be fucking God of everybody, you know how it works. apart from PC, I'm just did some housework. You mean you don't have a slave to do that? Jeez, I don't know. Who else we got there? So, good morning, gentlemen. I hope you're all well. G'day, Robert. How you doing? Good to have you drop in. This morning we were trying to find information. Now, in late November, because this is obviously a follow on from the last video, the whole discrimination video, which I seem to have a lot of people quite interested in what's going on here. But late November, a bill was put forward by the main party here in Thailand, and it was supposed to be presented in Parliament on the 12th of December, which was 2 days ago. I haven't heard anything at all really about what happened there, whether it actually did or didn't go through, or whether it was presented or not. It's like it's a complete news void out there. And again, is that just media dissension? They don't want to talk about it. They've been told to pull their head in, or it always opens up a can of worms of questions and what's going on there. But I do believe it was I did find one article that sort of seemed to highlight some of the information there. Thailand on the brink had become the first Southeast Asian country to legalise same-sex marriage, signalling a significant social and political shift in the region. Should make that a bit bigger so other people can read it. The aligns with Thailand's international equality norms, reflects the new administration focus on inclusive economic growth. It's not nothing to do about people, oh, it's about economics, what? Yeah. This development is expected to resonate across Southeast Asia, opening up for the community in regions where same-sex is illegal. These represent a move away from Thailand's pinkwashing, I like that word, pinkwashing reputation, promoting genuine inclusivity and society acceptance. Legalisation could enhance foreign investment and tourism, aligning with Prime Minister Sethura's economic diversification, inclusive development strategy. Activism has played a crucial role in the process, and this is one of the reasons why I've been on the bandwagon for it. Again, this is the thing, there's not enough being talked about. That's why I thought, well, I think we're in a perfect position to sort of see if we can stir the pot on that one. So, until sort of something really gets formalised, then we're going to keep on stirring the pot and coming up with some interesting tidbits and articles. I think the next one, or the next one or the two I got coming up is, the way you should talk about, transgender and how you should talk to them and things like that, because there's still terms like katoi floating around, which I think it's a term that if you look at the Wikipedia article, it has a multitude of connotations, and it's still being used quite readily in the community, and the transgender community hate it. Because of its negativity and negative connotations. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that too much today. But it's interesting. I've been just trying to find any information on it, We'll talk about this one here in a minute. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. So what else we got? Exit to Thailand. G'day, how you doing? From Melbourne. I hope Christmas is shaping up well. Well, it's looking all right. Sonia bought me a new pair of shoes. And then, almost in the same breath, this is, I want Mac makeup. putting a Christmas list in. Anyhow how it goes. So I got to go shopping at some stage in a couple of days and go up to Central Salia there and buy some Mac makeup. I don't know what colour she wants. I'm going to have to take a few photos of her and sort of say to the guy on the counter,
if you go and don't, I can answer the question if you ask the question. If you go to her current makeup and you flip it, there should be a number code of the colour on the back of it that she uses.
Oh, but she wants a set. She wants a set, which is the blush, the powder, the eyeliner.
But from memory, if the first two letters is the set colour, and the last 2 or 3 letters is the actual item.
But they don't have that on the Revlon and the Maybelline.
They
that
do.
Do they?
They do, but it's a little.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, she's a Revlon Maybelline girl. She's not a MAC girl.
yeah. I know that.
We're
because
poor. Come on, we're poor. I can't keep on buying all this bloody makeup for her. Jesus.
I know that because my ex-wife said, "This is how you work out what makeup I use."
Is that what it is? I told you, you've been given the inside story. Very,
I
very good.
Because when I was married, I used to do the same things. Like I'd like this, I'd like that, and I'm scratching my head, going, "Shit, how am I meant to work that out?" And then the hint was dropped. If you turn on the back where the stickers are, it gives you the code of what it is. So,
Good.
yeah.
I see we got Stephen Clark in the house. G'day, Stephen. When you planning to get back here? I know it was. I think last we spoke, it was 2024 was your target date to get back here. But how's that coming along? You know, we'd be interested to know. Exit to Thailand. Go from Melbourne. Go to Christmas here. What else? About 40-minute queue at immigration. Okay. Yeah. So nothing. Otherwise smooth and easy trip. Good. Question, do you believe foreign partners of LGBTQ will have the same rights? Well, this is the big question that's going to happen. You know, like there's really been nothing that I've seen over the last, 12 months that seems to have any specific focus on how they're going to, integrate that into immigration policy. And again, whether we get married or not, it's just really a moot point. The only reason we'd be doing it is if we could leverage something better than what I've got. And as I said, we keep on sort of saying, like, I'm quite happy to be on a retirement visa here because it's sort of like 3 or 4 pieces of paper, 1,900 baht, and weigh them as you walk in and stamp the book, and it's absolutely zero hassle. I keep on looking at, Robert keeps on telling us, he has to take a shoebox full of paperwork, and they've been married for 40 years or something like that, 50, 60 years or whatever,
A long time.
A long time. And again, well, I haven't been collecting that stuff over the last 14 years. You can go and look at my Facebook to see that we've been a couple for 14 years, but that doesn't apply. Well, what am I supposed to do? Print that out from Facebook in colour? I got to go and buy a colour printer? Come on, you get what I mean. It's just a bit weird. But if there's some advantage, immigration-wise, secures me better into the regime of supporting Thai and Thai family. I'm just not a lone wolf, because anybody on an immigration or retirement visa without marriage is sort of a little bit of a lone wolf, that's only just a singular entity. It doesn't look at a couple situation, whereas it might give you a bit more solidify the whole process. I don't know. Let's get the law passed first. That's the real question here. Let's get the law passed first and then see how it impacts. The one thing I would like to do is, be, maybe on the mortgage as, being the partner on the mortgage so that, we have a sort of a legal standpoint. I'm just I'm not a monger here, I think that was a term that was used. I'm here for the good of Thailand. But yeah, there's so many other things going on, the tax laws and everything else. We'll sort of see how it pans out over the next few months. Anyway, so excellent, good. Yeah, we can answer that one yet. Yes, exactly. We don't know. Mark, I was thinking the same. Okay, Billy, how you doing? I'm a small village called Pitsanaluk. Okay. Pitsanaluk. That's near Sukhothai, isn't it? That's east of Sukhothai. It's not really. I wouldn't have called that a small village. That's the town. Maybe he's in a small village called Small Village near Pitsanaluk. Is that what you mean? Yes. Not many Westerners up in Sesamrong, Sukhothai either. I'm sort of like I'm the token foreigner when I go up there, and they all love you, but that's Thailand. Give us a list, and we'll bring it in February if I need. What list of what's the?
I think that may have been them. makeup thing.
Oh yeah, mate, the makeup thing unfortunately doesn't service my Christmas needs, but yeah. But they said, basically she buys the makeup in our shopping on, when we go shopping every week, the eyeliner here and the lipstick there, and maybe a powder from down the little corner there, and it keeps her happy. But you know how it goes. Not many Western years. So Feb, Warren, I will take a point. Okay, right. So your typing skills, Stephen. Are you drunk already? Oh my, give me a break here. Come on. I will make a point of meeting up with you. Cool. We've got a couple of things happening in February. If you're a Star Citizen fan, we're going to be having a Star Citizen event, which is what we call a bar citizen. Exactly where we're going to be doing that. I'm not quite sure about that one, but that's definitely on the cards. If it lines up, then you can come and learn how to fly, plastic spaceships or virtual spaceships if you want. It's always fun. What else we got there? So David, g'day David, how you doing? That's right. We already said hello to David, didn't we? He joined us at the beginning of the I only had 4 drinks last night. I don't even have a headache this morning. It's terrible. I'm looking at visas. I'm 53. Retirement visa appears to be the best option. As a single guy here in Thailand, it's probably the easiest and smoothest way to go. It really is. And I'll probably say that until I find a better solution. But as I said, the better solution has to be a lot better than what we have to deal with at the moment, because the dealing with at the moment is really just half a dozen sort of signatures on pieces of paper, and a couple of photocopies of here and there, and away you go. It is such a it's so easy. It really is. But yes, been back 1 week, Todd. 2 months in Thailand. Okay, yeah, good. So you have been back. Okay. You feel more special here than Pattaya, but a lot of locals are shy to say hello. Yes, this is something you will find.
Say hello first.
Yep.
Somebody makarap.
Yeah, somebody makarap.
Hello, how are you? You good? Yeah.
Right. And get that translator app on your phone. I've talked about it, and I said I've been having some interesting conversations lately with different Thai people. If I can get no background noise, it really works quite well. So yeah, don't get shy, as I said, and once you start using it, you start improving your Thai as well, because you start talking with Thai people more. You're not so shy to be there. Even last night in the taxi coming home, he starts talking Thai, so I got the app out. And he asked me a question, where you're from, because I knew what he said, but I just wanted to use the app anyway to confirm what he said, because every Thai says something slightly different, and then he starts talking in English. It's really weird, So we started the conversation in Thai. Within 2 or 3 minutes, we're having an English conversation. He's ex-IT as well, but he got sacked about 7 years ago, and now he's driving taxis. And I said, "Well, you're making much money with that?" And he says, "Not really. I got 2 mouths to feed, and family, two brats to feed, and everything." Why did he get sacked? I didn't really go. I didn't want to, pry too much into the conversation. But anyway, he wanted to know what I was doing and how I was out here. And I said, "Well, I'm retired. Made my fortune doing IT. It was quite a good conversation. He spoke really good English, but he opened up speaking Thai.
Yeah.
It's just this is something you're going to have to get used to here. And
I had the opposite. I had a Grab delivery the other day, and rocked up because I'm following it, and Saudi Cup, Sabadi Makeup. Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you? I'm going, okay. I said, "Kun pasa angry, chop mark." And he said, yeah, I can speak a little bit of English. And I said, "Oh, chop mark." So I was replying in Thai. He was replying in English.
It does happen. It does happen. Yeah.
Funniest conversation. And it was just, okay, thank you very much for my delivery.
Hmm.
It was weird as. Because you don't find, I mean, Bang Chung's not Pattaya, it's not Bangkok, it's not Phuket. Bang Chung's country. So I don't expect too many people to engage in English. A few people do, but you don't expect a Grab delivery motorbike rider to say, "Yeah, all good, mate." It's like,
Hmm.
okay, I'm on the back foot now. Maybe he did it to put me on the back foot. I don't know.
I
They want to know
said,
what the app is. They want to know what that app
I
is.
will get that up as soon as I'm trying to. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to just do something for Billy there, because I've got to type it over here. Yeah, look, Billy, he does a lot of the the short form videos on YouTube. There's his channel. Go and hit and subscribe there for Billy. He's a pretty cool guy. He's one of the more relatable I wouldn't say Aussies. I think he's English. What nationality are you anyway, Billy? I think you're Aussie or English. I can't remember. Um, but yeah, give him a subscribe and say hello, and but he said he does that short form video and snapshots, little bits and pieces of life in Thailand. So he's another side of how things run. Okay, was there one advantage to marrying your girlfriend now is that it would be a pathway to getting permanent residency? Yeah, well, that is something that I do understand would be a possibility if foreigners also fall under that same sort of banner, in a legal framework. But it's got to go through two hurdles. It's got to be approved in Parliament for one, right? So it was supposed to be presented on the 12th, or debated on the 12th, right? Then it goes for the approval process, which could take a month. Then it has to be signed off by the king. So there's actually two more steps before it becomes law. And although I don't think the current monarchy has an issue against that sort of stuff, and he's a little bit more of a progressive entity than the previous king. Although the Thai people love Ramagal, this one here has had a little bit of a negativity over the last few years, but I think people are starting to warm up to him. So. Because he's been behaving himself, I believe. He's not been spending too much time in Germany. That's from what I understand. He's been spending more time in his home country, so people are starting to get to know the king the king to be, or what do they call it? Anyway, we shouldn't be talking about the monarchy. That's a Thailand thing. Aussie, okay. I thought I'm pretty sure it was Aussie. I thought we spoke about this a few months back, but anyway. George says the king lives in Germany. Well, he spent a lot of time over here now. I do know he has a residence or some sort of palace or palatial something or other over in Germany, but he's been spending a lot more time here from my understanding. Chris Brand, g'day Chris, how you doing? He's coming out in January, so we're going for drinks then. Be looking forward to that. It is the time of the year where everybody sort of gets out of their comfort zone. The Northern Hemisphere, they want to go somewhere warm, and the Australians want to go somewhere cool. Isn't that how it works? I mean, reading they've been getting a third temperature of 45, 47 already down in sort of Sydney and Melbourne, around the areas. It's bloody crazy. He rents a complete hotel. Okay, thanks, George. Keep it, I said, up to him. If you got the money, why not? Yeah. Shan, glorious day in Jotien. G'day, Shan. Good to have you along. I think I saw the name pop through before on the scroll. So, there was one article I was going to talk about, which was, where's it gone to now? On my desktop. Yeah. It's an interesting, again, I can see the Fnords, if you don't know what a Fnord is. Do I have to tell you what a Fnord is? Wikipedia. Wikipedia. This is a sort of loopy sort of kind of person I am, guys. and I want to go English, and I want to go F-N-O-R-D. Fnord is a word coined in 1965 by Kerry Thornley and Greg Hill, which is the the guys that formulated the discord in society. Entered into popular culture after appearing in the Illuminatus trilogy in 1975, the novels written by Robert Shea and Robert Anton Wilson. Here, the interjection Fnord is given hypnotic power over the unenlightened, and children in grade school are taught to be unable to see the word consciously. For the rest of their lives, every appearance of the word subconsciously generates a feeling of unease and confusion, which prevents rational consideration of the text in which it appears. So, in short term, it basically means that, if you're a Discordian, you're taught to see the Fnord, which basically it's the narrative being portrayed. You see that there is a narrative, you see the actual between the lines narrative, and you know what's really going on, if that makes any sense. So I don't think you really want to be enlightened. Thailand's tourism industry faces a 40% decline in revenue this year compared to 2019, prompting a re-evaluation. A disappointing response from Chinese tourists and a lack of Western enthusiasm have necessitated a focus on domestic travel and second-tier cities. With foreign tourism visitors and income projections for 2023 being revised downwards and projected to a nearly 40% off the 2019 revenue figures, with fewer visitors, off by 30%, and lower spendings because of the absence of Western tourism. I like that, because of the absence of war. You keep on scaring them away, you dicks, with all your stupid freaking rules. Western tourists are no longer interested. That's a Fnord, you see. That's one thing saying another thing. That's a Fnord, if you don't know what a Fnord is. Thailand's newly appointed tourism agency chief is signalling a move towards a domestic tourism as she pilots a course to 2027, where she hopes 40% of the country's tourism income will be generated at home, while tourist sector itself will grow to a whopping 27% of GDP. Yeah, I think they're making these figures up. I don't know. Let's sort of see what everybody else is saying so far. Yes, unlimited amount, but busy until January. Hot, sunny, and charm. No rain for a while now. Well, we need some deer skin, properly tanned, and then we can make a rain drum, and then we'll send it your way. Okay, that's the deal. I need about maybe sort of 4 square meters of deer skin, and we can sort the problem out. I'll make an Indian rain drum. Yes, I do know how to make one of those. I've been taught. It's all right. I had a shaman, 2 years studying under a shaman back in the 90s. North American Indian culture and certain things like that. Question: what are the dates Thais get a week off for New Year? I did read, I think it's 29th of December through to the 3rd of January, but Robert probably could correct.
Sounds about right.
Robert could correct me on that one, because Robert, that's his job. Robert corrects me. I talk something, and then Robert tells me how it really is, because I'm just a guy here, right? And I'm a bit loopy, I'm a Discordian. Like, that's what I'm supposed to. I'm supposed to just set the, I'm supposed to set the discord amongst the group. That's my job, It's just, a lot of people can't afford to travel with the way exactly, Mick. That's what's going on. More to the point, you just got to read articles, and you say, well, come on, you keep on scaring the tourists away, right? What was the recent one this week? A Korean had an accident, a road accident. He was taken to a hospital, and he was refused treatment, and he died en route to a public hospital. And that's opened a whole new can of worms, right? It does happen with Thai people, but the focus is on a foreign tourist here who I believe, had health insurance, but they couldn't verify his health insurance. If I read the article right, the guy did have health insurance, but he didn't have the right health insurance, or they couldn't work out whether his health insurance did cover the medical expenses. But it was pointed out the fact that all hospitals here in Thailand are, by law, supposed to treat anybody in an emergency situation, and there is a special fund here in Thailand for those situations, right, where the insurance situation cannot be deduced on the entry. So the government will cover the shortfalling, and then the government deals with after the case. But it's another one, another slap in the face for Thailand. You know, we had the shooting in September with the Chinese national. We had other things over the last 4 months. There's been some number of issues. There's the sex scandal that's going on in Pattaya, and bribery. The news is just flowing. It's just putting it all into, here we go. And tourists are going, well, I think Malaysia sounds better, or Vietnam sounds better than Thailand. Look what's going on in Thailand. I'm pretty sure it happens over there too, if you know what I mean. Let's go back to this. It's that, all countries suffer the same thing, but for some reason the news here in Thailand flows in a certain direction of, let's put Thailand down a little bit. And again, people don't think for themselves anymore. It's only what they read, and if they don't know how to read these articles, they've got no chance of discerning what's really going on. But anyway, why does Thai government favour Russian tourists? I have no idea. I think more to the point, the fact that there is a lot of strife in Russia at the moment. And a lot of affluent Russians are looking for places. And don't forget, it's freaking damn cold in Russia right now, and you want to get out of the cold. I'd hate to think of what temperatures they've got to deal with in Siberia and places like that. Even the Kremlin, it gets, minus 10, minus 15 degrees at night time, it's inhuman. And the Russians do have, a fairly decent disposable income. So, they want to focus on people who are short chops across, land bridging and all that sort of stuff. And Russians are Russians. I got nothing against the Russians. I know some pretty decent Russians over the top. There's good and bad in every race. We're all human. We're all subject to the same frailties. Me more so, I'm guessing. But anyway, Billy always lots of Ruskies and John Tiem. Yeah. Was it blaring Russians? Yeah, I hear they are a bit on the loud side, that's for certain. Although the Russian men should be on the front line. I don't think anybody needs to fight political wars, right? Being ex-army, and Todd's ex-army, I think that, there are better ways to deal with this thing. But it always comes to the length of your gun, doesn't it? It's the way men dealt with these problems, It's inverse, length of your gun is an inverse proportion to the length of your member. Isn't that how it goes? The one I've seen won't pass. What was it? Chris Brand. The one I've seen won't pass the medical. Okay.
They're talking about people going to the front lines there.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, fair enough. So this does my head in trying to. That's why I like the Discord, because at least I can ask questions of people who don't do the right stuff. You were drinking vodka with them, Mark. Okay. Do you think the government? Do you think that the government stick their head in the sand and ignore too much? Well, it's a fine line. See, we've got to look at the fact there's a couple of issues here at play, right? We have the top-down conservative element of Thailand, and if we look at conservatism, right, it does actually create a much more friendlier society, because they know how you should behave in a public arena, Not like American, like I wish Cody was here. I wouldn't stop him for an hour. He'd just talk about how America is the complete opposite because of their pretend freedoms. They've got less freedoms in America than we do here in Thailand. But I think it's the conservative nature and the way we deal with the conservatism here creates a better class of society that generally is friendlier. And that's a very marketable quantity when it comes to situations like, tourism and everything else. So, yeah, I don't think it's sticking their heads in the sand. I think it's just taking an ethics. This is how we'd like society to behave. Yes, every country has corruption, right? We're not going to say it doesn't. Right? Australia, America. I'm sure it happens in England. We've got an Indian running England. Sort of reverse colonialism, isn't it? Something like that. They run India for how many centuries, and now India's running England. I think it's just a slap in the face for him. Yeah, but anyway. But that's England for you. But anyway, every country is corrupt. Here in Thailand, well, it does go on and it does get highlighted because it sells newspapers. But it's going to happen everywhere. But sometimes you look at it and go on, well, that was quite obvious in that situation. Why wasn't that dealt with? Whereas the corruption we see in the West is a little bit more discreet. And again, is that the conservative nature of people trying to sort of take a better ethics line in general polite society or not? It's really hard to tell. But anyway, just my thoughts on it. What's your thoughts on it? I'm just one guy thinking about shit, What do we say? I'll drink with anyone. Yeah, I've got to get down there. I've been saying I've got to get down to see Todd. I just haven't got around to doing it. Had this dreaded freaking ppm 2.5, which we're dealing with that for the last 2 weeks. And it's we're getting numbers of 150 on average here. But Bangkok's actually getting less than we do out here. And it's really to do with the nature of the. I could even bring up I was talking about it last night with one of our Discord friends. Ventura Sky. You start to look at the wind. You see, they get all this nice wind gusts flowing around the country, and it's like, what happened to Thailand? Where'd the wind go? It's just there's no wind.
No, because you've got a big mountain range between Laos and Vietnam.
We got a mountain range down through here. Well, I wouldn't call that a mountain range. It's a bunch of hills.
No, on the eastern border, there's on the border of Vietnam. It's a huge mountain range.
How high does that go?
High. High enough to stop prevailing winds.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But anyway, it does create this big pool of zero air movement in the central Bangkok region, and it's been like this for a couple of weeks now. As we transition past the equinox, then we'll start to see the air currents change direction again, and it'll start to clear some of this shit out. And I think it comes down from the north then, which is the burning up here, and the sugarcane burning in January, then starts to drift down the basin. Yeah, there's nothing to really sort of write home about, but this is what we've got to deal with here. Stephen Malish, g'day. Every Russian of military age is currently enjoying Johnson. It's crazy. Really? I'm pretty not sure, not every Russian, but a good percentage. Russians are going to warm up, Aussies going to cool down. Yes, that's the way it works. And well, again, I think the Americans have got an advantage of doing more localised travel. They can go to Florida, and those areas down there. So they might not be coming over here. And of course, when you look at this, 22 hour to get here, they have to have a want to get here. And currently, with the increases in prices and everything else we've got to have to deal with, it's just, that people are looking for cheaper travel. The governments of the world have got broke, so they're bringing more taxes in everywhere. And what happens? Well, you've got less to spend, so can't travel as far. Isn't that how it works? I thought this stuff was pretty obvious. Okay, moving on. Remind me to turn off the water mains before I leave tomorrow. Okay, I'll try to do that, Chris.
And the next 7 lines are all about turning the water off. So
fair enough.
poor old, poor old Chris got hammered with that comment.
Safe flight, Chris. Have a great night. Don't forget to turn the water on. Yeah. Don't forget the water. Yeah. You're all a bunch of comedians. Oh my God. Yeah. I need to buy a bloody Christmas decorations. Every second house in the soy, I'm guessing, so is decorated, and me and the parang.
I think me, the only farang.
Me, the only farang.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah. F's nowhere near P. Anyway. I can read Taiwanese, okay, but it's usually to do with what keys are next to the keys that you just typed, The F's nowhere near P, really. Seems everyone has a cold in Thailand. No, I don't think it's real. Well, there is that side of it, we have sort of, I don't know, air pressure. What's the air pressure? We can, let's see. I suppose we've got a fairly high air pressure, so it does create a little bit more of a bronchial reaction to the ppm, high ppm levels. And Thai's like warm weather. That's it. When it gets cooler, we're talking 20. What's the current temperature here? What is the temperature? What's our current temperature? Could we have it in Fahrenheit, please? Can we in Celsius so we're not talking? So we got 31. So we're on the low 30s at the moment. But that's day temperatures. It goes down to 23 at night time now. So. But we're definitely not seeing those temperatures we see in Australia. Chiang Mai's looking pretty good at the moment. It's 23 to 26.
Training season's coming up.
Anyway, somebody was asking about that app. Let me sort of go to the app store. Really to Play Store. Unfortunately, it's not available on iPhone. We did look. We went looking for it. Apps. And it's not specifically Thailand. Thai translator. It's called TALK. Talking TRANS. Talking translator. Just put that search and it comes straight up. That's what it looks like there. From the best, because we did this research based on the videos that were coming out for what they call Fluent Talk, and I have to admit, I'm not trying to bag Fluent Talk, but it's $149 for the mini, and it's another $149 every year to keep it plugged in, on top of your battery charges and everything else. So it's the price of a phone every year to get the thing running. This is a free thing. You can pay a subscription for it. There is an ad-free version of it, or you pay to get rid of the ads, which was a little bit, in my mind, a little bit expensive. And the only advantage it gave to me was it would change the style of response. Currently, it's a female voice, and they use a gender-neutral approach to what the translation comes out as. Whereas if you paid for the subscription, it would then you'd be able to select male or female response systems. So the fact that as you talked, it would then prioritize, Pum as opposed to Chan, Klap as opposed to Ka, and I don't think it even uses Ka at the moment. It doesn't really sort of use the polite particles in the response system, but it does gentrify it a little bit more as to the sex. But yeah, it's a free app. It's about the best one I found, and it uses an AI, the same as Fluent Talk, so that as you speak conversation. But again, you've got to speak at a certain meter. But it will not like Google Translate. If you've tried to use Google Translate like that, it's absolutely hopeless. You can get 3 or 4 words in before it just stops and just tries to translate those 3 or 4 words when you're trying to say something to make sense. And again, using this thing here, the AI looks at everything you said and then cleans it up before it does a translate. So it knows, it tries to take the best way you talk, even with the ums and ahs, and removes the ums and ahs, and then does a translation and uses a very what we call what do we mean, the Royal Thai translation. So it's not the sort of Thai you would actually speak in friendly company. It makes it more formal, which is appreciated with the Thai people as well, because you've made an effort. And that's one of the things. I think most of the times here, just making the effort makes the difference. We were at the restaurant last night.
Yeah. The other thing is, if they do try and respond in English and they get some of it right, compliment them.
Yeah.
Just compliment. Don't try and correct them. Just say, chok mark, kun passa angry chok mark. And it makes them feel a lot more comfortable. So it's on the back of what you're saying. You make the effort, you break the ice, you compliment them for making an effort as well. That's all smooth sailing.
Yep, exactly. By the way, I'm on holidays until 29th of January. I ignore meetings and emails. Okay, yeah, well, you coming to Thailand? Hey, you coming to Thailand? No. They're not sure, Rob. Actually, with Mum first. Okay, yeah. Anyway, moving right along. What's our time? I know we still went over last week. We got 10 minutes to.
Oh yeah, they got bonus time last week.
Yeah, got bonus time last week. Yeah, we got pretend spaceships to fly. I don't know. Todd's going to join us. He said he's got to go do something at lunchtime. And I'm really looking forward to my massage this afternoon. My back is playing up again. It's been a week since I had my last massage. Oh God. I'm almost getting down to the fact that I want to get massage every 3 or 4 days these days. I'm getting old. I love my massages now. So moving right along. I just completely fed a mental blank. We need a flu app. Is that a flu app? Well, get a Thai hottie to walk on. Yeah, I'm sorry. She'll probably break my back. Yeah, a weak first world problem. What? Massages.
Which problem, Mick? Come on. I don't know whether Mick's watching the video in delay or not.
But on the subject of Christmas lights, we're starting to see this Muban get a little bit more Christmassy, And I saw Mum posted a photo on her Facebook feed a couple of days ago talking about this lovely pink rose. When did we put a rose in our garden? And I went downstairs looking for a rose. This is what Thais do. She's gone across to the neighbour's house and taken a photo of the rose that's growing over the fence on the neighbour's house, almost sort of saying, "I love my rose." This is Thai people are funny. They're really funny when it comes to that. And I think I'm going to go to a gardening centre and buy a nice red rose, so we can put it. We'll probably put it on top of Pimai's plot. Yeah, I think they'll go down well. Just put a nice rose there. Anyway, that's a thing that I got to do this week. Remind me, Todd.
All right.
Yeah. You can do. Yeah, okay.
Makeup and roses. There you go.
You need to make a rub and tug weekly rub and tug. Yes, well, I go for the rub. Rub only. That's it. I'm a good boy when it comes to that. Because you never know what to. She's only just up the road. She might be Sonia's best friend for all I know. I'm not even going to broach that subject.
Well, the thing I've got in the back of my mind is there are courses where they learn the proper technique. and they're actually certified massage
Mm.
shops. But if you go to alternative massage shops, you don't know whether they do the technique correctly, and it can actually do damage.
Mm.
I'll just put it out there. If you massage someone, walk on someone's back, or
Yeah.
elbow or knee someone's shoulder blades the incorrect way, you can be permanently hurt. That's all I'm saying.
I know I had a. I'm going to put some juice in that. Um, I know I had a Thai massage up at the Big C. What was it, 6 months ago? We talked about it, and I was bloody sore for a week.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm sure she fucking moved some fucking ribs to the wrong place. Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah. Cartilages aren't strong.
Yeah.
You got to remember, there's a lot of cartilage connecting your bones together. So if you even bruise or you slightly move a cartilage, it'll cause issues.
Yeah.
It really will.
But anyway, Ancha says
Yeah.
she's all of 5 foot tall. She's got these petite hands, and like, we're just for the sake of it, like her hand comes to about there on my hand, when we line them up. God, does she have some power, Oh, yeah. Anyway, I think she's been trained from, she's very thorough. She's been trained. I still haven't worked out whether it's actually her shop. She's always there, so I'm pretty sure it's her business. She does have some other girls that come in depending on the customer base, and how many people are there. They've got 2 tables downstairs, and they've got the oil table upstairs in a separate room. So, but yeah, so I've never seen it busy there, and they've all got to know me now, and they all sort of have a bit of a joke with me, and there's a little toy poodly dog that loves me.
Shih Tzu.
It's not a Shih Tzu.
No, it's not a Shih Tzu.
It's a cross between a terrier and a Shih Tzu sort of thing. It's a Heinz, but it's all of that big. Yeah.
A little yap yap.
Yeah, it's a little
Little
yap
yap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as I said, it's where I go now. I'm happy. It's 400 baht. Was it $12 US or $15 Australian or $16 Australian for an hour's massage? And it's a really good job. You get out of there and you're feeling really, really revived. But then, of course, I'm pretty sure your body starts to have withdrawal symptoms after about 3 or 4 days. It wants to go for another one. If I stay at Warren's, I want the front room far away from the clong as possible and monitor lizards. I know, but what we're going to do, we're going to get the what's that stuff you put people out with? The chloroform. We're going to chloroform him. We're going to put him in the clong. We want those monitor lizards really, really big.
Yeah.
And I think there's enough meat on Stephen there to sort of probably feed an army of them. Yeah.
We don't have monitor lizard issues at our move bar. We've got monkey issues.
You got monkey issues?
Oh yeah.
I'll quite often drive, probably every 2 or 3 times I drive up our soy here, up to the massage place or down towards Don Y. We'll always see a crossing monitor lizard, but they're not really big. They're only getting to about maybe 2.5, 3 foot tall. No bigger than a goanna.
They're just big ginjooks. They're not monitor lizards.
No, that's a monitor lizard, but they're babies, so they're only small. They're the size of a goanna. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the fact that there's a lot of traffic on the road, so they don't get to too big, because the bigger they get, the slower they get, and they don't get to turn around and get off the road enough. But anyway, moving right along.
Oh, that's right. Mark did too. Yes, we
What?
do have goannas. Mark had the rest of the goanna last time he was here.
Did
I
he?
forgot all about that. But I think that was an interloper, Mark, because I haven't seen any in my area. And then there was the photos that your wife took of the monkeys climbing the telephone lines and everything.
My luck, they will close the door. A monitor lizard will be in there. Yeah, that's it. We know how to feed them. Put the little breadcrumbs and put them. Come up here. Come on, into the room. Eat Stephen now. There you go. And there is no room under the stairs. Sorry, Stephen. That's become a permanent closet of odds and ends. I won't show you a picture of somebody will talk. I was talking to somebody last night when I got home. He was just saying, Sonia needs to do some fashion videos, you know. And I said, well, we're going to have to do that in her makeup room. Then I showed her a photo of the makeup room. Yeah, yeah, with all the clothes on the floor, mate. She looks very, very elegant. Seriously, she looks so elegant in our videos. Do I really want to be that bold and show people? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't.
Smoke and mirrors, mate. No, leave it to magic.
No,
Smoke and mirrors.
there we go. That's the makeup room. This is seriously. She's very elegant, but she.
You're going to be in the doghouse.
I'm going to be in the doghouse, yes.
You're gonna be in the doghouse.
Anyway, somebody will snapshot that and rewind and So we can't even do the fashion show. And I've suggested we get some more hanging space and things like that. No, she doesn't want it. Well, let's go to the market on the weekend and sell all your clothes that you don't wear anymore. No, can't do that either. Oh my God, seriously. Anyway, so we put the shit on her today, and she's probably going to sort of disown me tonight when she finds out. But anyway, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not
yeah. You're
No,
not saying a word.
no,
Okay, that's all right. Anyway, let's get rid of that off screen. Yeah, so they're going to be focusing on domestic tourism here in Thailand, and which is what every other country is doing because they don't want the money leaving the country. You know, every country's broke, and I believe we're going to have a big price rise in oil in the next 3 months as well. So that's the next stage of the global catastrophe that's going on. Don't ask. Just do it. Well, just yeah. Hey, it was a great live. How far out do you live from central Bangkok? 20? No. We're on a traffic low day. I can make the centre of the city in just about an hour. We've done that. We've done what they call restaurant meetups or restaurant dinners with our crew from here, leaving here at 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night. And we actually get in within the hour. But on a normal day, well, I'm not usually driving in. If I took the bike, I could get in there an hour. But ideally, sort of, I would leave here at 3:30, and I'm arriving around Sukhumvit around 5 o'clock. That's with a taxi and the BTS or the MRT. So, and if you're going to get around the city, if you're going to get out here or that's the way you do it. You don't try to drive in Thailand. God, it's murderous.
It's fun. I love it. I'm enjoying it.
Little monkey's cute. We get the big bastards wandering around the condo car park in Jontian. Really? I haven't had to deal with it. The only time is when we've done a few temples down Hua Hin Way or that Pechanal Way. We've done a few temples around there which had monkeys galore. It's the only real place I've ever come across them.
No, they're around our Muban.
Yeah. I think we've only been through the Rayong area twice in the 14 years I've been coming here. So I've never seen monkey. I've never seen monkeys in. Okay, first I've heard of them. Okay.
I think he was referring to human monkeys.
Right, another Fenord. I missed that Fenord.
Yes.
Right, yes.
I'm well trained in that.
That's all right. So, well, we do. Here's me not even thinking about it. It's the Ferns Bar. The Ferns Bar has a nickname, the Monkey Bar, because the girls are. Yeah. So we're going to call it the Crazy Bar, but the bar across the street actually renamed itself to the Crazy Bar.
Really?
Yeah, so they couldn't have the name, so the Ferns Bar is aptly named the Monkey Bar now. Yeah. Anyway, so my ex, where's it, dogs, me, let's just book my airfare now. Yes. Anyway, my Thai ex-girlfriend used to do Facebook live streams to model and sell her excessive amount of dresses and clothes. Not really. I think she made more money from tips and donations than she used from selling clothes. Yeah, pennies are dropping there.
No.
Um, it kills two birds with one stone. Gets rid of the excess.
Well, I suppose you could do it on TikTok. Can you do that on TikTok?
Oh, shit, you need 10,000
Yeah.
subscribers to go live.
Oh, okay.
But you could definitely do it on Facebook. Um, but I don't know how because there is the changing process. So she'd have to set it up, and there's too many mirrors in her room. So yeah, it'll be a difficult one to do elegantly without becoming pornography, if you know what I mean. Or soft. That's the latest we've got on Twitch as well. I wonder if I could just be on our closing. Let me just. This is hitting the airwaves everywhere. See if I can find it. Where was it on Jen's thing? Twitch news, Kick news, Twitch news. I should have thought about this. Yeah, well, cut a long story short, if I can find the actual article, Twitch are now moving into soft porn. It's a gaming platform moving into soft porn. What?
So they're going to try and take on OnlyFans, are they?
I don't know. God, Jesus Christ! Seriously. Everybody trying to be everything of everything else. But yeah, I can't easily find it. It's not on different channels. So I have to go looking for it again. But yeah, basically. They're allowed to show areolas on screen because Twitch do these things called hot tub live streams. Well, that's been doing it for a while, but they've been banning, or they've been shutting channels down because of it if it gets too risque. But they now changed the rules. They said no, we can do it as long as it's artistically appropriate. And again, Jen is a verified partner in Twitch now. And we average probably 200 to 300 people watching his live streams. You get to the
Jen's areola.
but yeah, exactly. the thoughts just crossed my mind too. Oh my God, we got to close this. Yeah, but then you go to these hot tub live streams. Seriously, I don't know if I can I get up to a hot tub live stream? I don't know. Twitch.
Well, if you bring that in, then it would be
hot tub,
banned.
HOT, hot, TUB, search. You get. This is what's going on, and this is live now on Twitch. This has got nothing to do with gaming. It's a gaming platform. What gaming is going on here? There's another one. So 5 more channels. This is 70 viewers, 640 viewers. And there's a guy obviously getting on the bandwagon.
Yeah.
God, his areolas are bigger than most girls. Oh my God, Jesus! I think that's enough. I think we're going to get out of here. Anyway, we're going to Twitch in about 30 minutes to do some Star Citizens.
You can go to Twitch.
Anyway, peace out, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Don't forget we're doing Monday evenings now, round about 7 o'clock in the evening if I can get Sonia out of the office. It may be a bit later. I'll be making sure I put a palom outside to keep the mosquitoes at bay, as well as the little, the zapper machine. Yeah, we had 500 views on that video post stream, and people thought it was fun. We're going to try to get a few of the other girls around to dance for them and do the girly stuff that the girls do and carry on a bit. But that'll take time to get them on board with it. But they're being told that we're going to do it. So we'll see how that pans out. Anyway, I'm just looking for the closing screen now. So great to have you guys along again. And stay tuned. The video we got coming out probably Sunday, if I ever get to the editing suite, was what we did yesterday. So we went from here to the salon. Shania was being herself in the salon, straightening Cody's hair. So it was a hair rescue. And then we went from there into the city and ended up saying hello to Susie, and that was the stream. That was the video. I just got to do all the editing now. So a bit more of just a daily life video coming out. So stay tuned for that one as well. Anyway, we're out of here. Closing screen. Bye for now and stay cool. And learn the Fnords.